Very good morning all. The session is being recording. Okay. Can you please let me know one by one any questions in previous day session, yesterday session? Any questions, the technical related questions yesterday class? Okay. So in case if you're unable to share your doubts, okay, maybe later on you can WhatsApp us and we can definitely help on this, right? Thank you. And what is our today agenda? Okay. So today agenda. So agenda is, first of all, create Linux operating system. That means a Linux instance in AWS EC2. Okay. This is the first task we are going to do again. Okay. Yesterday we did, but again we'll do it today. So for that reason, I'm going to connect my Amazon Web Services console. Go to services, EC2. EC2 full form, Elastic Compute Cloud. The complete virtualization environment is managing in this service only. So all the type of regions in the AWS and the hypervisors is managed by EC2 service. There are two types of hypervisors. One is Zen hypervisor, another one is a Nitro hypervisor that you know very well. So in the left side, there is an instances are available. So click on instances. So in AWS technology, instances meaning servers. Okay. Instances means virtual machines. Instances means virtual machines, which is created, okay, which is created on the hypervisor. Any OS is created on the hypervisor, we call it as instances. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new Linux machine in Amazon EC2. So here in the right side, you can click launch instances. Okay. Click on this. So you'll get, this is a console. This is a new console. Last 1 year, everybody we are using it. Maybe if you are watching old videos on YouTube, the console will be nearly 7 to 8 stages are there. Okay. But the console is completely migrated to the new console. This is a new console window. If you have created AWS account, definitely this is your console. And old console is completely decommissioned. Old consoles are completely decommissioned. So we need to continue with the new console interface. Okay. So name and tags. So name and tags is nothing but to identification of the system. Okay. To identification of the system in the Amazon EC2 console, every server has a different name we are giving. So that is the purpose we are using the name. So tags means each server have a different types of properties will be there. So one server will be a production server, one server will be a development server, one server will be a test server, one server will be a application server, one server will be a database server. So different types of characters are available each server. So normally whatever the name we are providing for identification purpose we are giving. So the server name you should give alpha numerical characters without space, and you can give hyphens. Don't give underscores. Okay. So underscores means this one, hyphen means this one. So I'll give you example. Suppose this server is creating in Singapore location. So the first 3 letters I'll be giving SGP, Singapore. So if server is creating in Hyderabad, HYD, Hyderabad. If the server is creating in North Virginia, NV. So like that, we will use some standard region codes. We will be creating the servers. So next time when we are seeing the server, example, one of the user is identified, I'm getting a problem on this application server. Okay. So the server is telling that SGP-web01. You can immediately you'll go to log into AWS Management Console and click this region. You'll go to Singapore and you'll finding the server. But if the server is not identifying, if the server is not identifying with the name where it is created, how can I identify? It's a very difficult to go to each and every region whether the server is available or not. Okay, but now AWS is giving global console. That's a different story. Previously, everybody they're suffering to finding the server in different regions. Different regions. So everyone we can create the server. The first three letters should be your region code. Next, and what are the purpose you are creating? Either purpose or maybe you can give the operating system version. So here I'm going to create I'm going to create a Linux machine. So we have a Amazon Linux is there, Ubuntu is there, Red Hat Enterprise Linux is there, SUSE Linux is available, Debian Linux is available. So now I'm going to create an Amazon Linux, guys. AL means Amazon Linux. Okay. So AL I'm providing Amazon Linux. Next, in this server, I'm going to install SQL role, maybe web application, different level. So going forward, I'm going to install web services role. This is a first server. I'm giving 01. So if anybody, if you're seeing this server name in any Excel sheet or maybe any email, you can immediately you can identify, hey, this server is from Singapore location. This server is actually Amazon Linux. This server is a Web01. This is a web server. Suppose Atul. So Atul is working in our company. So example, we are 17 people, right? All our 17 people we are working in one project, guys. Okay, all 17 people are we are working in one project. So Atul, he is in a morning shift. Okay, 7 to 3:30 shift. He's working now. So he received a mail. SGP AL Web01 is down. SGP AL Web01 is down. So Atul is identified. SGP is a Singapore server. AL Amazon Linux web server. Okay, Atul is trained in Windows operating system. Atul is not trained in Linux. So in the same team, Linux engineers are there, but Linux engineers are not available in the shift. But he will not leave like that. The server isn't down. Immediately, Atul will be going to Amazon console, go to Singapore location. He will be checking Amazon Linux server is a powered on or power off. Power on or power off. So it's a power off. Immediately, he will call Ashwini. So Ashwini also, she is a part of our team. She is a Linux administrator. So Atul is calling Ashwini. So today are you in shift? So there is a server is down. So can you please tell me what should I do? Right now, I verified the server is in power off condition in Amazon console in instances. So what should I do? Ashwini is telling that, hey, please tell me the server name, HGP AL Web01. So Ashwini knows about the what is the importance of this server. Either is a low importance or high importance. Immediately Ashwini is telling that, hey Atul, right now the Web01 is a very important server. Now time is 8:15. So probably 9 o'clock users will get connected the web server. So if web page is not getting connected, they will raise a high priority ticket. So can you please turn on the server? Can you please turn on the server? So Atul will turn on the server. So you understand, right? what is the importance we are giving the name of the server? So each and every point I'll be clearly explained. Wherever you have a doubt, you please ask me. I'm giving an importance for the name of the server. So I
Uh,
want to give each
Sorry,
and
sir.
every
Yeah,
importance
sorry,
to
sir. I'm
the.
interrupting. I need to be asked here.
Hmm?
Suppose here is some server will be the window based, and some server will be Linux based. So can be in the industry based, whatever the name conditions there will be. So will be there mention the operating system which is there as an in the name also mention? Means like
Definitely.
SGP, we know the zone, Amazon Linux also be known. Uh,
Yes.
the same condition will be in the industry also.
Definitely. That's what I'm teaching the real time concept. Each and every point I'll be talking about real time only.
Okay.
Okay. So
Uh,
whatever the name we are giving, it's real time. Whatever the instance you are selecting, it's a real time. Whatever the scenario I'm explaining, it's a real time cases. For you to understand. Maybe few of them are experienced people. Few of the people are coming from non-IT background and no experience.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So that's what I'm explaining the scenarios. Please understand. Okay.
yeah.
Great.
I want also be the same thing what
Right.
happened in the
Right.
industry. Thank you.
Right. See, the name equal to SGP AL Web 01. Fine. Suppose if the server, we can create additional tags also. We can create additional tags. So additional tags. So the key I can give, hey, what is this OS? What is this OS? The value I can give, hey, it is AL, Amazon Linux. So I can give one more tag. So guys, first one we are giving, this is a name tag. So name tag is identifying the name of the server. The remaining tags are properties of the server. Properties of the server. Okay. So now the next key is, we can give that, hey, what is the environment? Environment. So what is environment? It's a production server. It's a QA server. It's a maybe development server. So we have kind of this type of tags will be there. Prod, QA, dev. So these type of tags will be there. Understood? So if you want to find out the servers, hey, what are the servers in dev? What are the servers in prod? What are the servers in QA? You can immediately find out it. We can find out it. Okay. So now I'm not creating any tags other than name. So going forward, I will explain. Going forward, I will explain. So are you clear, right? Name and tags where we are using. Moving to the next concept, application and OS image. So guys, we have thousands of Amazon machine images are available. So these all operating systems ready-madely available in Amazon machine image store. So example, we have a iPhone, we have an Android phone. If you are installing any application like a WhatsApp, Telegram, we'll directly go to the Play Store and we will downloading. Are you developing the application? No, right? You will be directly go to the Play Store and you're downloading and installing and you're using. Similar way, Amazon is maintaining the application and OS image store. So that is called AMI store. So that is maintained very in a confidential zone. So we don't have any access directly to the particular zone. So we are not able to modify anything. These are the default templates. These are the default templates. If you are install Ubuntu, only Ubuntu operating system will get. If you select Windows, only Windows operating system will get. So these are the categories. These are the categories. So if you want to know more complete information, click on browse more AMIs. It will take into the window. Here you can check that. So guys, there are four types of categories are there. One is a quick start, my AMI, AWS market and community AMIs. So guys, my AMI, AWS marketplace, community AMI, I will explain in further classes next week. So today I'm going to explain only Fix.ami. Fix.ami means immediately you need any operating system like a Linux, Windows, Mac, you can use here. So guys, by default, in the left side OS category, Linux and Unix is one family and Windows is one family. So these are the categorizations will be available. So right now, our AWS account is a free tier account. So if you cross any free tier limit, definitely it will be chargeable in your account. No more doubt. No more doubt, it will be chargeable. Suppose you please select only free tier only missions. Only it will select the free tiers. So if you're using this free tier, no charges. Per month, overall, all instances should not cross more than 750 hours. So how 750 hours will be calculating in Amazon, I will clearly explain with the calculator. So please understand. Suppose I'm selecting the free tier, all operating system will be showing here. How many free tier missions are there? 16. 16 AMIs are available under category of free tier. So guys, now I want only Linux missions. You can please select Linux. How many Linux missions are there? Images are there? 9 images are available. Out of 47, 9 images are available. So here you can check this in 9 images, which one you want. Which one you want. Like Amazon Linux 2023 AMI, Amazon Linux 2, HVM AMI, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 AMI, SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 15 SP4, Ubuntu Server 2204 LTS, 2204 LTS. Okay, so different models are available. Debian, Amazon Linux, SUSE Linux, different operating systems are there. So guys, entire program, sometimes I will take Ubuntu, sometimes I will take a Red Hat, sometimes I will take Amazon Linux, different level. I will use one Amazon Linux or maybe Red Hat or maybe SUSE Linux, I will take it. Okay. Every class, if I'm explaining each and every Linux is very difficult for me. Okay. Not only for me, any trainer. Okay. So today I'm going to create Amazon Linux operating system. So guys, there is a new operating system is available and old operating system also available. So if you need a new updates, you can select this. If you need an old version, you can select this one. I'm going to select the new one. Selected. So Amazon Linux free tier AMI selected. So if I'm selecting the free tier, there is no charges. There is no charges. This AMI I can use, okay, in EC2 as per limit, 750 hours I can use it. How calculating the 750 hours? Listen carefully. Okay. Per day, we have a 24 hours. And average monthly 30 days and 31 days are there. Let me calculate 30 days. Okay. So per month, total 720 hours is there. Suppose if you're taking 31 days, 744 hours is there. Okay. If you are creating one server, you turned on today, the server is continuously running for 24 hours. The server is continuously running for entire month. The total value of 744 hours will be used. Okay. You understand?
Yes, yes.
So this calculation is only for one instance, right? Suppose you created two instances. Okay, you created two instances. If two instances, if continuously running entire day, 24 hours per day, what is the total utilization time? 48 hours. So these two servers are continuously running for 31 days. What is the total hours of in a month utilization? 1488 hours. 1488 hours. So in 1488 hours, so the total will not charged in your bill. So minus 750 hours, it will be adjusted in the free tier. The remaining 738 hours will be charged as per AMI type. AMI type. So what is the type, guys? So T2 micro is a free tier eligible. Suppose if you are using on-demand Linux price 0.0146 US dollar per hour. So now 738 into 0.0146. So $10, $10.77 will be charged. So suppose 10.77 USD to INR, Indian rupees, how much it is? 886 rupees plus taxes. Mostly around 920 rupees or 950 rupees it will come. Are you clear with this example? Any other questions? Guys, everybody's understand or still need more clarification on it?
This is absolutely good, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. But anyhow, I'm not satisfied. I want to give more explanation on it. Suppose most of the freshers, because of everybody you're learning today, this is the first time, definitely have some different thinking. Okay, Rajesh is telling that 750 hours means each server 750 hours. No, the overall utilization of all the servers should not cross more than 750 hours. Okay. So next question is, sir, if you're creating a server now, it will be chargeable? No. So when it will be count? If the server is created, it will not count. If the server is created, if you power on, then it will count. So power on means what? Power on means what? Is a compute resources. Compute resources. The 750 hours is a compute resources. Memory and RAM, if the machine is powered on, it will consume. So then it will utilize in the 750 hours. If the machine is turned off, it will not consume the 750 hours. So today you created two missions. Example, today you created two missions. Only you practice for only 4 hours. Only 4 hours you practice today. So total 8 hours it will be calculated. So every day you are practicing 8 hours, these 2 hours for 31 days. Your utilization is in free tier 248 hours only. You are not crossed 750 hours. So there is no billing in your account. There is no billing in your account. Now you get a more clarification now.
Yes, sir. One question I have.
Yes, please.
Suppose, sir, we have take a memory, a huge memory, hard disk, suppose memory, and when our
Memory is something different. Hard disk is something different.
yeah, that I know,
Okay.
but I'm asking, suppose I have configured through that hard disk, means like take in the terabyte thing have listed. So the server will be count only when it will be up, or a part of this the hard disk what we have taken, that charge will be also other the count.
Very good question. Let me explain in detail way. Okay, next 5 minutes. Okay. See, so I'll answer the question, whatever the Amit is asking. Very important question. Very important question. See, now the server I'm creating in free tier eligible. So T2 micro. So what is this instance type? You know AMI. AMI is you are choosing the which operating system, which model of the operating system we are creating. So, but instance type will tell that, hey, how much amount of RAM I can use, how much amount of CPU I can use, it will tell that. There's a compute resources will allocating to the operating system by using the instance type. So guys, we have a different types of instances types are available. We have a different types of instances. Okay. We have a different types of instances are there. So if you need a more clarification on different types of instances, you can go to Google. Okay. Go to google.com, AWS instance types. Okay. List. Now you can open this particular document. You'll get more information about this. You'll get more information about this. You can see here, guys, the instance type naming convention. Instance type naming convention. Suppose if the instance name will be showing like this, C, 5, N, X large. So how they decode it? So let me explain. C means instance family. C means it is a compute. C means it's a compute. Number 5, instance generation. Instance generation. And N means attribute. N means attribute. Network optimization. Network optimization. So now extra large. Instance size. Instance size. So every instance we have a different names will be there. Different name will be there. So all the names they'll be written here. C means compute, D means dense storage, F means FPGA, G means GPU, HPC. So based on your requirement, you can create it. I'll give you some small example. Suppose Amit is doing some small business. Okay, Amit is doing a small business. So he planning to create some web servers. So he can use any instance family starts with a C. Suppose Havila, she is a multimedia application developer. That's a gaming developer. But application wants to run on a gaming processor. Yes or no? You can use a GPU. Suppose Ashwit is creating some high-end applications like SAP, Hadoop, big data, Hive, different types of applications installing. He need a HPC based computing, high performance computing. So based on your requirement, you need to choose which family is suitable for you. Understand? Clear? So right now, whatever the instance we are using, T2 micro. So T2 micro, T2 nano, T1 micro, these all are very low end capacity instances. Low end capacity instances, virtual machines. So by default, AWS will offer you to practice any instance only T2 micro. It is a only free tier eligible. If you cross the T2 micro to any other model, it will be chargeable directly. Next minute, it will be chargeable. There is no doubt at all. So we have a 510 instances are there. Guys, nobody will ask you in interview, can you please tell me what are the instance types? Can you tell me all 510 instances types? Nobody will ask you. Don't worry about that. Just you please understand in real time, what is the purpose we are using instance type. But in our training, so initially we will go with a T2 micro. In few scenarios, I will use a paid instances for few hours. Definitely will be chargeable. So you need to, you have to ready to pay for that amount. Okay. So right now we will go with a T2 micro free tier eligible machine. So instance type only it will provide the RAM and CPU. That's it. RAM and CPU will be providing and the network will be providing based on the performance. That's it. So instance type is not related to any storage. Instance types is not related to storage. Are you clear now? So now I'm selecting the instance T2 micro. No charges for T2 micro. See, it's a free tier eligible. If your drop down list, you'll get only free tier for T2 micro. In case if you cross more than 750 hours, then based on the SUSE Linux and RHCL, Windows, based on this pricing list, the charges will be applicable. Okay. Next, key pair. So key pair is nothing but, so here operating system will be provided by Amazon. But how you will be logging after creating? You need a password. So password generated file name called as key pair. Password generating file name called as key pair. So we have a Windows key pairs, we have a Linux key pairs. Two types of key pairs will be available. But when you are creating a new key pair, okay, when you're creating a new key pair, you have to give the proper name. Here, we need to provide only numerical characters, alphabets, okay, and some symbols will be accepted. Hyphen, underscore will be accepted, but do not give any spaces. Okay, do not give any spaces. So now, this is the server name is SGP hyphen Amazon Linux hyphen web01 hyphen key pair. This is the name I'm giving, key pair. So the key pairs are two types. RSA is a public, okay, and ED2511, and this is only for Linux operating system. It is not supported for Windows. So both are secured platforms to providing the key in an encrypted format. So most of the companies, we are using RSA format, Remote Security Authority. And again, this RSA, there's a two types of private key files are there. One is a PEM file, another one is a PPK file. So first I will create a PEM file, then I will create a PPK file. Today I will create two instances, one with a PEM, one with a PPK. So what is the difference? You can see directly. So now I'm creating a PEM. So PEM is nothing but it is used to open SSH. Open SSH means, example, your laptop is installed with a Linux operating system. Directly you can use a PEM file to connect the system. In case if your operating system is not Windows, any related open SSH application, by using that application, you can connect that your Linux machine remotely. This is called PEM. PPK means we can use a putty. Putty is a separate open source file. With that file, if you want to connect, you can use a .ppk. So both are fine. Anything you can use. Suppose you downloaded .pem file. So can we convert a .pem file to PPK? Yes, you can convert. It is possible. We have a conversion tools available in the market. Okay. So now I'm going to download .pem file on my local system and click on create a pair. Click on create a key pair. So right now, and I'm creating separate folder to store this key pair on my separate folder. So that's it. My key pair is successfully downloaded. That means generated and it is downloaded. And you have to keep this file in a secure location. In case if the file is down, it is deleted. So again, it is not creating, okay, without proper information. So be careful. Next. So guys, network settings. What is meaning of network settings? So guys, come back to the architecture diagram. So these all servers are available in Singapore location. Yeah, right. But how these machines are communicating each other? How these machines are communicating each other? So basically, in this particular cloud, there is a network called, there is a cloud network called VPC. There is a VPC network is available. With the help of VPC network, these systems are connecting each other. So the VPC inside your Singapore location. So for every location, by default, one VPC will be there. So going forward, the VPC related topics I will explain in separate class. So it will take nearly 3 to 4 days. VPC explanation and features explanation, it will take a 3 to 5 days. Okay. Now I'm just giving a basic information. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. It's a default network in any of the region in Amazon. It providing the networks to AWS resources to communicate one services to another service. So this VPC again divided into based on number of regions. Based on number of regions. So guys, in Singapore, how many availability zones are there? In Singapore location, how many data centers are there? Doubt?
Four.
Okay, no problem. So go to Google and check that AWS Global Infrastructure Map. Global Infrastructure Map. You can go to this link. Scroll down. Where is the Singapore? I'm in Puri world social things. Can you please tell me where is the Singapore? See here. Here is a Singapore. How many availability zones are there? 3 availability zones. 3 availability zones means 3 data centers. Okay, 3 data centers. Suppose availability so like this availability zone A, availability zone B, and availability zone C. So total 3 availability zones are there. So whenever you're creating an instance, that means server, it will ask, hey, in network settings, if you click edit, in which VPC you are creating, I'm going to create a default VPC. I have only one VPC in that. Which subnet, which availability zone? So availability zone A, availability zone B, and availability zone C. So example, I'm going to create availability zone A. Okay, I'm selecting availability zone A. I need a public IP address. So I'm going to select this information. Why? If you need a server in the particular location, you need to specify the network. It's a very, very important. It's very, very important. So now, after that, firewall. So firewall means what? Communication system. So the communication system, we can use existing security groups. That means firewall. You can use a default one. Are you clear? So now selected the default one. Suppose if I'm duplicating my window, okay, sorry, I'm duplicating my window. In Singapore location, here I have an option called security groups. Okay. Here I have option called security groups. In security groups, there's a default firewall port group is there. We have an incoming traffic and outgoing traffic we can manage. It's a firewall. So firewall is a very, very important. Okay. So incoming rule, If I click edit bound rule, so these are the ports are available. So which server we are creating? Amazon Linux machine. It's a Linux operating system. If you want to connect Linux machine, what is the port number? 22. Port number 22. That's the SSH. Is allowed? Okay. So SSH port is allowed here. Suppose I'm deleting this and I'm going to save this. First, I'll create a machine. Then I'll try to connect by using SSH. If it is not connecting, I will try to create a new rule SSH. Then I will connect. That is our agenda. Okay. So now I'm selecting the default security group. So this is a default security group I have selected. Now scroll down. Now coming to the storage. Okay. Storage. How much storage Amazon Web Services will give you free of cost for free tab? See guys, 30 GB of EBS storage is a free.
Sorry, sir, I am interrupting. I just want to be know about what the function will be do when we select auto assign public IP enable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your question. Auto assign public IP. Once I click finish, automatically one public IP address will be assigned to my system, the server. So with that public IP address, I can connect from my system to the particular instance. If the public IP is not there, I would not be able to connect because of I'm from my network and this is an Amazon network. How can I connect? If the instance is created, example, this is an instance. So what is instance? SGP AL Web 01. This is a mission. How you can connect? From here, Rajesh is here. And how can I connect? Tell me.
Yeah,
I
through
need
the
a
IP
public IP
IP
address.
address. Yeah.
IP address is rated. IP address are two types. Internal IP address, external IP address. Public IP address, private IP address. So I'm connecting through public, right? Internet. So public IP address required.
Okay. So auto assign means it will be by default.
Automatically creating. Automatically creating.
Okay. So every time when we want to be different time, we suppose in the same session when the server is up, so the same IP will be always be there to connect there, or when we shut down and restart some random private because in the some bank and other things they using the private IP, correct? So in
I'll give
that
you.
case,
I'll give you. Maybe you're going for advanced topic. Okay. Let me finish the VM creation. I will answer your question. Okay. Don't
okay,
worry.
okay, fine,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fine. Right. So now the 30 GB is there. The 30 GB is elastic block storage. So the Amazon EC2 will be providing, okay, instance like a image, RAM and CPU, network. So storage will be provided by EBS service. EBS means elastic block storage. This is the one, elastic block storage. So EBS also part of EC2 service. Understand? EBS also part of EC2 category. So only 30 GB will be provided. So guys, 30 GB means, so right now the instance is creating with the 8 GB. So do you get any charges? Will you get any charges? No. Suppose you created 3 missions. You created 3 instances. So each instance 8 GB of storage. So total 24 GB. Now we have any charges now? Now we have any charges? No. Suppose you're creating 4 instances. Each instance is 8 GB. Now 32 GB is there. Now it will be chargeable.
Yes.
So how much will be chargeable? How much will be chargeable?
Extra 2 GB.
Sorry?
Extra 2 GB the charge.
Extra 2 GB. So 30 GB is free. The remaining 2 GB will be chargeable. Understood? So be careful. should not create any Linux machine more than 3. You please limiting up to 3 instances only. Understood? I hope everyone is clear now. So now don't increase this. Going forward, I will explain clearly how to increase, how to manage this storage and all EBS section. So now don't create a more than 1 instances. Now can click launch an instances. So before click launch an instance, anybody have any other questions in this console? So I will minimize all categories. If you have any doubts, you please ask me.
Yeah, Rakesh, sir, this is Raja. My
Yes,
question
Raja,
is,
please.
whatever the storage you are referring, right? How exactly we are using the storage for accessing the application, or like deploying some applications which can be accessed through cloud. I mean, exactly what is the real-time purpose for storing storage creation?
Okay. Are you using desktop or laptop?
I'm using laptop.
Laptop, right? So what is the storage?
1 TB.
1 TB. So the 1 TB you will be dividing into C drive, D drive, E drive,
Yeah,
F
correct.
drive, like that.
Correct.
Okay. So what is the purpose you are using? Maybe C drive is operating system drive. Maybe D drive for some study purpose. Maybe E drive for entertainment purpose. So maybe F is maybe financial banking related activities. So different drives you are using for different purpose. Same way in your companies also we have a servers, right? DB servers, application servers, so etc. So all your application installation, application data, user data, any kind of backups, everything will be using the storage only. The storage model is EBS, elastic block storage service. Example, your C drive is example 30 GB. You need a extra 10 GB is required. EBS only will provide additional 10 GB. Maybe you want to create a D drive. EBS only will provide an additional volume to create a D drive. So EBS is nothing but your hard disk, cloud hard disk. Okay?
Okay, Satya. Thank you.
Clear? Perfect. Perfect. So now I'm going to click finish the launch instance. So now instance is creating. View all instances. Now the instance is creating now. So it will take 3 minutes. It will take 3 minutes to copy the image and creating the instance and the network configuration, storage assignment, the naming conventions, everything will be set up. So public IP assignments, everything. So in the less than 3 minutes. See guys, now the SGPAL Web 01 service successfully created. So what is the next step? Second step, how to connect, okay, AWS EC2 Amazon Linux, okay, Amazon Linux instance from your personal computer. This is a question. So how to connect AWS EC2 Amazon Linux instance from your personal computer? This is a main question. So see this diagram. So right now I'm here. I want to connect this server. If I want to connect this server, first I need to verify this server, the server has a public IP address available or not. The server has a public IP address is available or not. So I'm going to select this and below in the detail section, public IP address is available. Yes, I have a public IP address. Okay, public IP address. So the first point is public IP address is required. Next step, Next step. What is your system? I'm using Windows operating system. So if you are using Windows system, okay, please convert, or maybe please extract, okay, extract .ppk file from, okay, .pem file. So we need to do this. So if you want to convert the ppk file from the PM, so we need a tools is required. So what are the tools is required? The tools name is puttygen. Puttygen.exe file is required. Puttygen.exe file is required. You can go to browser. Puttygen, hit enter. So puttygen.com will come here. So you need to download puttygen for Windows. Are you clear? Once you click this, there is a download file you will get. You can download it. So don't worry, this puttygen file where we need to download the direct path, everything I'll give you, okay? So the file I have downloaded and I'll share with you. There's a small piece of file, you can download it yourself, okay? So here, install putty. When I click this, we have some kind of a page will be routed here. And you need to download a puttygen file. See this puttygen file is there. This is the one. You need to click and download. So this is a download link. I will share later. So in my system, already puttygen file, okay, already downloaded. You don't want to install this file. Very important message is you don't want to install because this is a exe file. Exe file you don't want to install. It directly can execute. If MSA file, you need to install. Okay. If it is a .exe file, you don't want to install. Directly we can execute. So now double click and open this file after you're downloading wherever it is located. Now you can click on load file and you can go to your key pair wherever you downloaded. Wherever you downloaded, we can go. The specific file you can select. Okay. The specific file you can select. I think where the file, it is not showing. Why? Every file, it is the format of PPK only. You can select all files. Once you select all files, PM files also will be showing here. And you can select the SGPAL Web01 key pair is there. You can select open it. Successfully imported. This is a secured key is there. What's the next step? You need to click on save private key. Click yes. And now you can go to the same location. And better, you can select all files. Whatever the name is there, you can select the same name. And the end of the name, you can just change it to PPK. Then you can click save it. So why I'm using the same name? So going forward, I'm using, sometimes I'll use a PEM, sometimes I'll using PPK, different purpose. Okay. I don't want to get deviation. So only the extension will be different and the file name will be same. File name will be same. So now I click save the file here. So now I can go to my desktop, my keypad folder, and the specific folder I'm going here. So now you can check this SGP AL Web 0 keypad PPK is that PEM file is that. So now I'm going to use PPK file to connect my Linux server. I'm going to connect my Linux server. Next step. If you want to connect a Linux server with the use of PPK, you need one more tool. One more tool is required. What is the tool? Putty. Somebody called as Putty, somebody will call as Putty. Both are same, guys. Don't worry about that. Putty, Putty, both are same. So Putty. So you need to download this file first of all from internet. So here in the same page, putty.exe is available. 64-bit. You can please download it. Same link. You can download putty.exe 64-bit version. So I already downloaded, okay, putty.exe and open it here. So that's it. Now, right now I'm in Putty console. I'm going to connect my Linux server. So here host name and IP address is there. So whatever the public IP address we have taken, you have to copy and you have to paste here. After that, you have to check the port number is 22. Port number is 22. And go to connection, SSH, authentication, credentials. So here we have option called private key file. Click on browse and you can go to the location and you need to select PPK file. Select the PPK file, private password key file, and click open. Click yes. And it is asking to connect. Hey, what is the username and password? So the username and password is, you can find out it. So right click on the server, connect, go to SSH client, and you can find out what is the username. What is the username here? EC2-user. EC2-user. So type EC2-user, hit enter. That's it. I successfully connected to Linux machine. This is the Linux machine. Amazon Linux machine I successfully connected. Amazon Linux 2023. So here I can use a Linux command need to manage the system. So in the next class, I will explain the file system. After that, I will explain what are the Linux basic commands to manage the Linux operating system. As of now, any doubts?
Could you again show me how you have connected to through the putty here by AWS this?
So again, Putty
Yeah,
console.
yeah.
So I'm closing here. Go to start. If you downloaded Putty, you can go to start, type a putty.exe and open the Putty file. And whatever the public IP address is there, you can copy here. And next, paste this IP address, check the port number 22, SSH, authentication, credentials, click on browse, and you can select the PPK file. Now click open. And you can find out the username, right click on the instance. Connect. And you can find out in the SSH client EC2-user will be there. So you can directly type EC2 hyphen user, hit enter. Now you can successfully connect it.
Okay,
So
sir.
don't worry, we will give the recording link. You please check that recording once again. You can practice it. Without recording, so there is no use for practice. So
Yes, yes.
some people are calling me and directly, sir, I'm getting this error. First of all, did you watch the video? Why they are giving the video? Other institutions, they'll be charging 3,000 rupees extra for giving the videos. I'm giving free of cost. You can utilize that one properly.
So, so this recording will be valid for lifetime.
If you download it for lifetime, I'm not keeping for more than 3 months. I'll be deleting.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
You can keep it on your local system. No issues.
It will be a downloadable.
Downloadable. Yes. It will be downloadable.
Okay. Okay, so through we can we do this we can connect it through that as here showing the example below, as through we can copy that link and direct we can connect through Xterm. There is a one tool is called uh, that is the
Okay.
GitHub. There is a one tool na through
No, no, no,
connect.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. My request is don't go beyond that actually. So
Okay,
what
okay.
you're expecting X ma, I'll teach Y. Your expectation is X, Y, I'll teach X, Y, Z. If your expectation is X, Y,
Uh,
Z, I will do X, Y, Z square. Okay. So don't worry about it in my training. I will teach you beyond that, whatever you're thinking. Okay.
yeah,
Because if you are
exactly.
talking about the GitHub and all, no, so people are getting definitely
No, 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 no,
confusing
not.
state.
Uh,
Confusing
uh,
state. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
we are clearly explaining the course content now. Okay.
Yes.
Linux, batch
Uh,
scripting, and
yeah.
combination with Amazon EC2. Then
Uh,
we'll go for Git. Okay. So there is a some kind of
uh,
roadmap. So why roadmap
no, no.
now? So that's
Uh,
a proper plan.
uh,
Okay. We spent almost my 16 years of experience here, whatever my technology I worked, wherever I worked in the top MNC companies and projects. Okay. Wherever I worked in my startup company projects, all ideas and all the strategies I implemented this. Okay. You can
uh,
utilize in a proper way. So my intention is you can stick on to the particular topic only. Don't go
uh,
other topics
no,
because of
actually,
maybe you'll not understand. Okay.
understood. Understood. No, actually, I'm not asking for the Git. There
Hmm?
is a one tool is a Mobextrum, and Mobextrum, and one is also name is also starting from Git, as like same putty we can connect through Linux that tool.
Don't worry
Git
about that.
bash.
I will teach
Git
many
bash.
tools in this course.
The
Okay.
name
Uh,
is Git bash. Git
I
bash
will
you
teach
can use.
WinSAP. I will teach mobile stream.
Git back.
Git bash.
Okay. Okay. So Git bash. So Git CLI, everything I will teach. Don't worry about that. I'm already experienced in all the tools. Okay. I will teach everything. Don't worry about that.
Okay, okay, sir.
So
Thanks a lot.
if day one I want to show myself now, okay, I can show myself. Nobody cannot understand. If I'm
No,
taking
no,
one
I
course,
want.
if you want to eat properly, that will be good. Then we'll go for next food. Okay. So
Yeah.
if here and there, if you are touching now, definitely be a problem. So
No,
next
no, no.
day,
I want
tomorrow
that
class.
you, the way you are teaching that, I'm very
Thank you.
satisfied, and the way you are teaching, only that way whatever in my mind I'm saying, but you
No
go
problem.
through your track, and if you say that you can, if you think that I can include this topic to here, then you explain. Otherwise, you can say
Sure, sure.
we will teach
Basically,
you
we will
later.
be giving
I will
some kind of
understand.
roadmaps. Roadmaps. So roadmaps means, so here I explained the point number two, na? So next point number three, how many ways, how many ways to connect Linux machines, Linux machines in real time. Okay, this is the next question. So here,
Yes.
so one is PuTTY, second one is WinSCP, okay,
Mm.
WinSCP, and third one is Mobaxtram, okay, and
Mm.
Git Bash, okay. So these all will teach from tomorrow. Don't worry. But I will not teach all the tools in one time. Okay. But
Yeah, yeah.
one by one, I will teach. Okay. One by one, I'll
As
teach.
you whatever your way you teach us, uh, because we don't know what the thing, we are blank on this topic. So
Right.
you the correct guidance to as your track you go. I will learn.
Right. See here. So tomorrow, these are the points we are going to discuss. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many ways to connect Linux machines in real time? These are the tools we will download and install, and the Linux file structure. So Linux file structure is very, very important. So that I will teach. So example, right now we are here. So this is a Linux files. Okay. Each and every file, what is the roles and responsibility, will teach tomorrow. Okay. After explaining these tools. So if you have a time, the fifth concept also we will discuss, basic commands. So basic commands. So nearly 20 commands. Okay. 20 number. Okay. We will teach. So based on the time permit.
Hi, Rajesh.
Okay. Shall I
Hello?
stop the record if you don't mind?
Yeah, you can stop.